Got the free meal. We got Nichelle first, right? I remember Nichelle from last year. Nichelle, how you doing?
Good.
Talk about this season, because I saw you play over at Smith's. I've seen you at least once or twice this year. How has this season gone for you, and how are you becoming a better player this year than you were last year?
It's been pretty good. We did better this season. We played more better than we did last season.
How did you work on your game in the off season? What kind of all season work did you do?
Stayed in the gym working out with the team and mostly on my one-on-one time.
Did you find a team maybe to work for and play for this past summer? Who did you play for, and maybe do some travel basketball?
Carolina Dynasty.
Carolina, who's coaching that team these days?
Coach Ellis. Coach Ellis, our assistant coach.
Have you ever connected with Coach Williams, Ursula Williams? Ever see Ursula out there? She's a good coach, right? Put a shout out to Coach Ursula Williams. Like Coach Williams is always encouraging that Northeast Guilford program. I think does she help coach the men's team out there still? I know she used to help coach men. Helping women now? Not helping at all in the school, just doing the AAU type coaching teams. What about for this coming summer? What's the plan this coming summer for you?
Still playing AAU with.
Still with Carolina Dynasty? And still Coach Ellis? Gotcha. What age group is that?
I think sophomore to senior.
Under 16? Gotcha. Where all did you travel when you played for them this past summer? Where all did you go? Raleigh? Any other big places along the way?
Not sure.
Yeah. State championship? Win a state title? So tight, state title there. How many, as far as it goes, points-wise, are you seeing yourself averaging about the same this year as you did last year? You see some improvement there?
More improvement.
Picking up the game there. What makes you a Ram through and through? That's a question for you about being a Northeast Guilford Ram. We don't see you leaving the school ever, going anyplace. So what makes you a pure Ram through and through?
Basically being there with each other, doing more than what I did last year, playing more better and staying in my academics.
How's your game gotten better this year?
Pretty much staying in conditioning. Pretty much staying in conditioning.
What about, who do you think among the players, who would be the top player other than Nichelle Jefferies, because I get a lot of comments on our website occasionally about Nichelle, the good games she's having, and having some good games. Who do you think the top player is, maybe girls basketball in Guilford County? You've seen a lot of these girls play. Who do you think the top player is?
The tall girl from Northern.
Alyssa Canane? Yeah, good ball player there. Who's the toughest team you girls have faced this year so far? Williams, they've been the toughest so far. Bulldogs. Any names down there we know of, tough players there? So Alyssa Canane at Northern. Anybody else? Who's the toughest player, other than Nichelle Jefferies, who's the toughest player you go up against in practice every day with those Northeast Guilford Rams? Cameron Martin? Gotcha. How about Cam Newton? You think Cam Newton, he was the MVP. You saw him in the Super Bowl, right? Do you think Cam, he won that MVP award. Do you think he should give the award back since the Panthers lost? Should he have to give his trophy back? Yeah. How about yourself? Who won the awards for your team last year? Going back to the banquet last year, or the athletic banquet, who won the basketball awards? You probably had an MVP, probably had a most improved player, things like. Who won the awards last year? Do you remember?
Me and Dinah.
Dinah Neal. You won the MVP or Dinah?
Me.
Yeah, you got the MVP. What, Dinah? Did she get the
All conference? I think she got the MVP too.
Gotcha. Maybe shared the MVP last year. What does Nichelle Jefferies got to do to keep improving her game? And you talking about the conditioning, that's key. But you're a small girl, so conditioning should come your way. What do you got to keep doing to get this game improving, getting better?
Staying in the gym, working on my basic skills, and basically, that's pretty much.
What other gym do you work out at other than the Northeast Guilford gym? You got to have more than one gym because you play a lot of basketball. Where else do you work out?
Greensboro College.
Really? How about old coach? What's our coach's name up there? Because I think he talked about you one time. I can remember that guy's name at Greensboro College. You know about talking about the assistant coach up there?
Walt.
You got it. Coach Walt. Has Coach Walt helped you some of your game? What's this guy? I mean, Coach Walt, I see him around a lot for Greensboro. What has he done to help your game and help other girls' games?
Push me to be better.
Challenge you, right, to get better. What's the hardest part of playing basketball as far as the overall game goes? Day in, day out, practicing. What's the hardest part of basketball?
Towards the end of practice, when you have to do what you already did scrimmage like 5 times in a row. At the end of practice, you gotta run suicides at the end of practice.
How many suicides does Coach make you girls do? Quite a few? Yeah. And so all that hard practice and the running at the end is going to be the toughest thing about that. Who's the toughest coach you've ever played for? I mean, you've had probably quite a few. How long have you been playing basketball? When did you start? How old?
When I was a little kid.
Just a little girl. And who's been the best coach you've ever had, probably?
Coach Steele and Coach Ellis.
Coach Steele and
Coach Ellis.
Coach Ellis, the two you've got right now, two current coaches. Nichelle Jefferies with us, Northeast Guilford Rams. Nichelle, probably averaging maybe about 15 a game this year in that neighborhood. Any idea how many a game this year? Because you always score quite a few.
One game I had 40.
40. You did have 40. I remember put that on the website. You're not a big girl. Where does this shot come from? Where does your game come from, you think? I mean, you're not, it's not like you're the big tall girl, Nichelle Jefferies. You're kind of smaller. But where does this game come from?
Driving to the basket and looking for an open shot, inside or out. It really doesn't matter.
Three-point shooter, too? How about the free throw line?
Mm-hmm.
The night you scored 40, any idea how many free throws you may have got that night? Any idea? Quite a few, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you get fouled a lot when you're driving that basket and then hit those free throws? What do you say your free throw percentage might be? About 80%, 70%? That neighborhood?
80%.
About 80? Who's the go-to player, other than Nichelle Jeffries, who's the go-to player on your team?
Cameron Martin.
Cameron Martin. Cameron with the night, too. The team you want to beat the most in your conference, who do you want to beat the most? Northern Guilford. Have you beaten them while you've been there so far? Not beaten them yet. What's it going to take to beat Northern Guilford?
Stop the tall girl.
Have you got anybody? I mean, do you have a lot of height on your team? You got some height. What does it take to probably stop that tall girl, Alyssa Canane, you think?
Probably put two people in front of
Double
her.
her up, double team her. Would you like to be one of the girls covering her down? I get a big girl behind her, maybe you on the front side, maybe trying to cover her down that way. What have you learned the most from Coach Steele? And he's a very good coach. What's he taught you the most?
No matter what the score is, keep playing to the end of the game.
Finish that game and play hard to the very end. What are your goals for basketball and your goals outside of basketball?
My goal is to keep pushing myself to get to the next level, and outside of basketball is to encourage other people to go to the next level where they want to go.
So you're looking maybe to play the college basketball. Any idea what college you might like to attend?
Not yet.
Outside shot Greensboro College, maybe? Maybe Coach Walt and the team over there. Have you ever met Coach Tuggle, the bigger guy? You haven't seen him at Greensboro College? You've got to get Coach Tuggle in here sometime, too. Okay, final question for you. This is a basketball question, too. Do you think the Northwest Guilford girls could run the table? They haven't lost the game this year. Ask everybody this question. Do you think the Northwest Guilford girls could run the table and win the state title?
Yes.
You ever played against those Northwest Guilford girls? Don't know them too well then. Don't know the Haley Barber? Mm-hmm. No Haley?
Yes.
Okay, no Haley. What about Tony? No Tony Tucker, maybe? Tony? Let's see what she might know. Can't see. They got Catherine Moore. No Catherine, possibly. Morgan Pointer. Met Morgan. Mm-hmm. Morgan from the AU teams. Mm-hmm. Who's the toughest girl you've ever played against around here?
Toughest girl I ever played was Tamara from Williams.
Tamara from Williams. Those Williams girls impressed you quite a bit. What's it going to take for Nichelle Jefferies and Northeast Guilford girls to win the conference tournament and go deep in those playoffs?
To push ourselves more and to get better than we did.
Nichelle, who's your teammate you brought with you tonight?
Cameron Martin.
What do you like about Cameron's game? What is so good about her game?
That she hustles up and down the court, and she gets our teammates, she gets the whole team involved in whatever we do.
So you got Cameron, you got the Mott girl. What's her? Pamela Mott playing pretty well for you. You got the Hobbs girl playing pretty well. What's her?
Avery
Hobbs. Who else?
Katie.
Caitlin. What's Caitlin's? Dillard? Mm-hmm. Good shout outs to those girls tonight too, right? Nichelle, will we see you again sometime soon? Hope so. See you again here next year?
Yes.
As always, good to see you. Might see you at a softball game this year too. Maybe it was baseball. I think I saw you at a baseball game last year. Northeast Guilford, those baseball guys too, right? Thank you, Nichelle. Good job by Nichelle Jefferies, and Cameron Martin's up next.